Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy ProGammar here with yet another NBA 2K Gauntlet Spotlight Sims challenge. Now, for today's video, we are going to be doing the 200-point Eddy Curry challenge. Now, if we load up this challenge right here you go. So it is on rookie difficulty, which is really nice, the easiest possible difficulty. Yet again, gonna help a lot. 6-minute quarters and just win the game and score 200 points as a team to earn the Dark Matter Eddy Curry. Now, for a team I suggest doing, make sure you've got some guys who are tall and lanky, guys with good steal ratings, guys with good rebounding ratings, and make sure that you have some good point guards. In this case, I've got my Dark Matter Invincible Luka, as well as the Dark Matter Triple Threat Rewards Damian Lillard, as well as Galaxy Opal Lonzo Ball. Now, make sure you have guys, like I said, can shoot the ball and that you have their release down packed with, that you can green light, if not very near green light. Because basically what you want to be doing is just shooting 3-point shots all game long. So if we can actually load up this game, as you can see, if you're the point guard, you're going up against Fat Lever. He's a diamond card. If you have like a Dark Matter, a Galaxy Opal, something like that, you should be able to put a lot of points like in just off 3-pointers, and especially needing 200 points in a game. You're going to want to get, as you can tell, quick math, 50 a quarter, and yeah, just to be able to knock down as many threes as possible. Now, for strategy on defense, I would suggest doing a full court press. Usually because A, you can either get quick steals like that, get the possession of the ball back, shoot more threes, knock them down, etc. to keep going so you can get your 200 points. And also because it kind of forces the CPU to go through and make their offense quicker, using up less of the shot clock. And yeah, kind of just make sure you get the ball back quicker. You can do what you got to do. You can get your buckets, you can make your 200 points, and you can complete this challenge to get your Dark Matter Eddy Curry. Now, if we quickly load through the game, let's quickly go through the jump ball, and we should be able to give a quick example of how to set everything up, what you got to do, etc. So, we got the jump ball, goes up, and they get possession. So, yet again, on defense, if you go with, I believe it is left on the D-pad, right across, full court press, you'll basically be in the full court press, which is going to be good, especially once you score a bucket. Now, you gotta remember, off the inbound, the clock doesn't stop, so get the ball up, pull back like we've done in previous videos, shoot the 3-ball, and knock it. Now, playing the full court press, you're gonna have guys all the way up, and there we go, I gotta get over to his player. Now, try and get steals if you can. If not, that is fine. Just play up, let them score even, it doesn't matter if they score, because if you're shooting 200 points in a game, if you don't happen to win, I don't know what you're doing. So, yet again, Doncic isolation. I gotta, yet again, get my buttons right that time. It's actually left across and X for this. I'm sorry, I'm so used to doing it on triple threat. So, yeah. Get up, play defense. In this case, I'm using Isaac. Try and get the steal. Let them shoot, it's fine. They make the shot, whatever. Quickly get the quick inbound. Run up. Across left, isolation with X. Pull back, doesn't work. You can even just do a quick couple pass arounds. Doesn't matter. For most part, on rookie difficulty, you're going to get a lot of wide open green shots, even semi-contests. You're going to be able to knock them in anyway. Now, the one last thing I would suggest for this challenge, try to have a target goal of about 50 points a quarter. If at halftime you have about 90 points, you can still complete this challenge, and I'll actually show you how. So if we get the ball up, now I'm going to take a 3-point shot, whether it goes or not, I honestly don't mind at this point. It's gone in. So, if we can get a couple fouls going, when you have a high amount of fouls as a team, you guys will notice that the opposition team, as you probably know with basketball, they'll go to the free throw line and the clock will stop. That is extremely useful to getting a lot of quick buckets. I did not mean to time out that. So, yeah, anyway. The clock will stop, which means if they hit their free throws, doesn't matter if they get 2 points. Like I said, you're going for 200 in the game anyway. Basically means you're going to be able to inbound the ball without the clock moving. Basically means you're going to be able to get a 3-point shot in about maybe 3 seconds, rather than having to do about 10 seconds by the time you wait for the different inbounding animations and the grabbing of the ball and passing it up with a full court pass, whatever's going to happen. So, I'll show you here, and this is the reason why I said it's good to have a couple of good point guards who can shoot, because typically you're going to foul with the guy you are using, and I guess the way to foul on PS4 at least, hold down, I guess, the touchpad, if you can see on there, and one of your teammate players will cause the foul. In this case, it was Bill Russell. A lot of time, if you do it off the inbound, once you've made a bucket, it will usually be either your point guard or shooting guard. So I highly suggest, yet again, make sure you have some spare point guards and shooting guards to be able to play for the rest of this game, so that yeah, if one of them fouls out because you needed to fall back on this strategy to stop the clock to get as many 3-point shots as you can, then you can. So again, as we can see right here, the clock has stopped at 4:11. So if the CPU hits their threes, as I expect they do, there you go. The clock stopped, so able to give you a quick second of time to run all the way up the court, then do the pullback, pull the shot off. And this game, unfortunately, in this case, we actually missed it. Oh well, but anyway, the point is, it allows you to basically get a 3-point shot without having to worry about the clock running all the way down. And yeah, especially when, for example, right now, the clock is still running down on the inbound. You're wasting a couple seconds, it saves you at the end of the game. I was able to finish this challenge with about 215, 220 points. So yeah, that is definitely my suggestion on how to win the game. So key tips here, make sure that A, you have a couple of good point guards who are really good at shooting 3 balls. Make sure you have that step back 3 down packed, a guy that you can shoot the ball with and get green lights with. Make sure that you run a full court press, yet again, left on the D-pad, right trigger across, and X for the full court press. If you need to fall back on the strategy, you're down points, it's getting near the end of the game, you need to start getting some buckets. Foul the opposition. If you foul out some of your guards, that is fine. Do what you got to do, stop the clock, get the ball, and yet again, get your threes really quickly. As well as another tip, now that Luka has his sharpshooter going, if you get a guy that's on sharpshooter and you've got a team of guys that can shoot, use them, run the offense through them whilst you can. Yet again, once you get to the point of having like pink diamonds and galaxy opals, pretty much every card can shoot the 3 ball, so you might as well run your shooting through a guy who's got his like takeover activated. And yeah, one last time, if you guys haven't seen any of the other videos, I'll show you how to do the step back to get wide open. Yet again, going up against rookie difficulty, it doesn't matter too much because, well, contested shots aren't really affected and they'll probably go in a lot of the time anyway. Because it's rookie difficulty, the RNG is kind of be on your side in that case, rather than going up against the Hall of Fame difficulty, which is very nice. So, if we can get the ball back, let them get a bucket, do what they got to do. So I'll just call a quick isolation here. So yet again, on the D-pad, left, isolation of X, run up the floor, and I got an 8-second violation. This is what happens. Note to self, don't try and tutorialize it as you're actually doing the challenge. Luckily for me, I've actually completed this challenge already anyway. So I'll do it one more time. I'll actually just let them score a bucket because I want to get this done as quick as possible. Okay, so once they score and we get the ball back, we get the ball to Luka, our player. So we do what we just did, getting the isolation. Okay, why is it wanting to call? I don't know. Anyway, it's trying to call a Butler isolation. Doesn't matter. Just run down, pull back on the right trigger. Yet again, I'll do that one more time. Crossover, run down the floor, pull back with the right trigger, shoot the ball, and there you go. Yet again, even that, I was pretty contested. The shot still went in. It's rookie difficulty, but hey. So, that is how you complete this challenge. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Like I said, if you have about 50 points at the half, you should be good. Sorry, if you have 100 points at the half, 50 points a quarter, you should be good. And yet again, as you can see in that possession, running a full court press, you can get those pickoffs sometimes when they throw full court passes. It just means that basically you only waste like a couple of seconds with them having the ball in offense. You get it back, you can run your offense. Do what you gotta do, get your buckets, and yeah, like I said, get a couple steals, and you should be good to complete this challenge pretty easily. I think I completed this on my second try. The first try, I wasn't doing this, like the step back stuff properly, wasn't really hitting my shots, even though I really should have been. Note to self, just take good shots, take good looks. And also, I think the most important thing for me was running this full court press defense, because that's when I really started to take the lead out and get some steals and interceptions, get the ball back, and get my offense going. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, that's today's video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I hope this challenge helps you guys out a little bit. I'll probably be back with maybe a couple more tutorials. And, yeah. Social media links in the description below. Don't forget to check them out. And, anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next tutorial video, whatever that is, whatever that happens to be. Until then, guys, see ya!